Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you. And today we will speak about our time, what is named From Inner Calm to Outer Space. Um, and before I begin, I want to express my gratitude for being here and to enjoy this forum. For us, it's truly meaningful and important. And during gatherings like this, we see each other genuinely. We feel supported just simply by knowing we are not alone. And we do not have problems, we have shared tasks what we can approach together. In such space, all tensions dissolve. The urge to fight, the feelings of injustice, the weight of past experience. What remains is understanding, acceptance, and a sense of unity. We exist. Our children exist. All of us are different, unique, fascinating. And this diversity is not a reason for separation, but a reason to learn from one another and to grow together. That's what we will speak about today. And we have from our team of our Doree, three members. It's me, Viktor Holedinets, like a president of association. It's Sierra Veronica Doha, our secretary of association, and Evgenia Lisanska, our treasurer of association. And I'd like to ask Evgenia to continue, please.
Can you please switch the slides?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Yes. Neurodiversity and individuality. And acceptance of individuality. Neurodiversity is a natural path of human variations. Our brains works differently. Not better, not worse, simply differently. There are individual rhythms, unique ways of feeling and thinking and perceiving the world. When society embraces richness, every person's talents gain space to unfold. And this diversity of natural style can become the foundation of a future civilization that is flexible, creative, empathic, and resilient. We speak from personal experience. As Victor and Katrina, the parents of neurodivergent children, and as neurodivergent adults ourselves, so we have experience and we can share that we are sharing in our Doree association. We have learned our one essential truth: children learn not from our words, but from our state, not from our hurry, but from our presence. Everyone has their own rhythm, and respecting that rhythm creates the conditions for natural growth. At our Doree, we say every person is already whole, not broken, not lacking, whole with a golden aura. Our task is to create the conditions in which this wholeness can unfold. So we have natural human variation. It's like neurodiversity in a beautiful path of variation. Yes. So next slide, please. So we supporting inner state and mental health. Well-being, each person experiences the world in their own way. This is a way so important to speak about self-regulation, sensory needs, and the right to live at once one path. The future does not belong to competition, it belongs to empathy. Not to productivity at any cost, but to respect from human nature. Mental health comes first, state comes first. Balanced parents create a balanced environment for their children. A supportive community becomes the foundation for every family. Practices that help us return to ourselves include meditation, breathing, yoga, movement, psychotherapy, and self-development. But all of those work only when we honor the natural rhythm of each person and our own, and do not rush and do not push, and we learn how to work with ourselves. Thank you, Viktor.
You're welcome. So now we will talk about a solution with, no, not this one, adapting space to people. We all perceive comfort differently. Some need more fresh air, someone need more silence, someone need soft light, someone need more movement, for example. The same environment can feel completely different to different people. We see that in the schools, in workspaces, at home. I see that every day with my kids, for example. And it's really very different. Is it one calm space with adapted corner, for example, with good acoustic, with good light, where kids can be really comfortable, and then they can just be themselves. I think I said it correctly. And one child can focus easily while another cannot. Not because something is wrong with the child, but because the environment may be overwhelming. There is nothing wrong with a person, but the space may not be adapted. Space becomes a supportive partner when it considers light, sound, roads, quiet zones, visual clarity, and possibility of choice. Modern technologies allow us to create such environments. But the first step is speaking about our needs. A neurodivergent person does not suffer from their neurology. They suffer from an environment that doesn't accommodate. And it's very often when we can't understand what is wrong in this space, and our kid, for example, was completely calm, completely happy, and when we change the room or we go in another one space, and he is changed completely. It's just because it was more loud, or this light were too hard. So our goal is not to bend the world to ourselves, but to make the world comfortable for everyone. And that's why we try to make the spaces, public spaces, to make it adapted for everyone. So if we will adapt it, isolation or light or materials, when it adapted for neurodivergent people, it will be adapted for everyone. It changed nothing for other people, but could be more better for everyone. And in this space, all families, all people, families like me, for example, can be more happy, and these kids will learn something, will explore something, will just grow in better conditions. So what about, we will go for the next one step. What about solutions, little solutions? What can we do to make our state better? Because that's also one very important point. Our state, the environment, and also our state, like parents, like other people who are around our kids, for example, like an example. And if we are in normal conditions, if we are stable, so children are more better. And just if we are stressed a little bit, or we feel something is not comfortable for us, is our kids, for example, they take it immediately, and they are also immediately not happy, and yeah, and it could be more difficult to make a simple things what normally goes very good. And what can we do? So just like micro pauses for 30 seconds of absolute silence, of breathing during active times. It's simple, but it works. And like a solution, what is used already in some spaces, it's like calm spaces with or without light, or with very low light, and with good isolation, where someone who is a little bit stressed or he's feeling not good can go for just 1 minute there to stay there this time for 30 seconds, for 1 minute, to come back to the normal state, to the normal balance. And yeah, it's also about these sensory corners. Cozy light, headphones, or finger items. For example, headphones we are using for our kids a lot. And sometimes also we we using that, because if it's too loud, I can't concentrate me to be to drive, for example, or to do something something more, to play with my kids, etc. Predictable structure, clear visual shadows, maps, icons, and transparent steps. Yes, it works also very good about visual support with the little icons for everyone, I think so. Not just for kids, where it's used more in the school, for example, but also for everyone, for people who maybe needs more time to understand something, or who has dyslexia or some other difficulties to understand the text. It could be more easy with some picture support. Yeah, parent presence is the main things. I think also, yeah, dedicating just 5 minutes of absolute undivided attention daily. When your kid understands what you are there, and what there are nothing more, other triggers, other things, and it's just to understand what you are there. And slow rituals. Shared quiet warm tea, book reading, or synchronizing breath. Yes, about synchronizing breath, it's also very interesting. For example, I used it a lot with my kids when it was difficult to make them sleep in the bed. And I start to breathe more deeply and slowly, and I start to do it step by step, more and more slowly and a little bit loud. Then they heard it, they understand, okay, it's like that, and they are trying to do like me, and it's like hypnosis, something like that, when you breathe deeply, so you comes more calm, and yeah, and in few minutes normally they was sleeping already. So it's like these tricks, little tricks, what is working. If you see also some person what is a little bit not stable, maybe stressed, or maybe can't find some solution, so you can try also to synchronize with breathe with this person, and then you start to slow your breathing, and this person will not understand what are you doing, but it works. It will be more calm, it will get calm and better, more better. So yeah, there are a lot of tricks what we discover every day, what we find every day. Everybody has his tricks, but it's also about intention of yourself, intention of different sensories. So yeah, it's easy, and sometimes you need to ask about it, to ask someone who knows something more sometimes, or just another kind of trick. So I think I can ask next one to talk about association creating space. Yeah, to talk about association. Sierra, can you please start?
Thank you. Thank you, Viktor. Thank you, Alex, for invitation for this speech for us at this really important day for neurodivergent people. It's really an honor to be a part of a big day for us as association. Thank you, Viktor and Evgenia, for starting the presentation. It's really nice to be here, and a little bit nervous for us all, and also emotional and joyful, because we waited so long for like people as you, Alex, and the community that will also watch this presentation to be understood. And we will be very happy to introduce us today. And maybe we will see us somewhere on our events, or somewhere at different events as Alex organized, and different other organizations. So my name is Veronika Dovka, and we are our Doree. And this association we created for a few years, 2024. And we wanted to offer their spaces where this acceptance and support development will not only be like a part of a big speech, but simply it will be a part of a big action. That's why we started with ourselves, and as Viktor already mentioned, that Viktor and Katrin, they have two beautiful boys, Ine and Max, that were like our visionaries for this beginning. They showed us the new way. Maybe, Viktor, can you switch to the next point? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. This is Maxim on the left side and Anne on the right side. This is the beautiful sons of Viktor and Catherine. That we call also not only like neurodivergent children. So we, like in our community, we call also them children with new perception of the world. Sometimes it helps people to understand it more easily. What does it mean, neurodivergent? So, like, it's children that show us really new ways to understand this world. And sometimes we have like the failed meaning of that we need to change the children, to heal the children, to change the world, like to help them, but not. We shouldn't. We don't need it. We simply need to create spaces and to give support the parents to understand themselves, and that parents will understand their children, not heal, not change, simply understand. And our association is a small step for that now, because it's a lot things to do, but we wanted simply to start. That's why, like, we are supporting the families. We see that a family is like a unique part. So we don't divide it. So we don't work with. You can leave it for the first, Victor. You can leave it at the last one. Thank you. I will say you how to change. Thank you. So not to divide the family is the children are like parents. So I see as a unique part of a big whole, and that's why we creating spaces for parents and for parents with children, simply for you to understand. So we don't work directly with children. We are more like showing the way the adults, so the parents, how to come back to their own space, to find this owner space, no? And we use for that different instruments. So we, like Viktor and Katrin, they started using these new instruments to understand their children. And at one point, they like saw that there are no time, there are no like conditions to wait, not to speak about that. And they said, no, it's time to share our instruments that we saw that can work for us as parents, because we learn together as parents to grow as a family, and we can share these instruments with other families who are also struggling and overwhelming of our everyday things, and simply don't know how to be like okay at the end of the day, and don't forget to take a shower, and simply to have something for a dinner, because it's really overwhelming to be a parent, one parent, like it can be also one parent, one part of the family, or two parts of the family, of neurodivergent children. And it's not because they are difficult. No, it's because we didn't learn it before how to understand their world. That's why it's for us difficult. That's why we are emotionally overwhelmed with the behavior of the new children. That's why we don't know how to to react, what to say. We are nervous. We are really like out of the box when it's the first step, like when you see these families. Simply like for you to understand our space when we are work. And then we said, okay, Viktor and Katya invited us with Evgenia to join. And we spoke about that and said, okay, let us to create something that we knew, but like with new perception, because the holistic way of grow, it's everyone knows, no, like meditation that Evgenia mentioned already, different breathing practices, different mental practices, therapies. No, this is everyone knows. But how to combine it with inclusion and like holistic development. It was also for us a challenge how to bring it like through the world, to explain it what we'd like to do. And that's why it's sometimes like when you try to explain what is aura Doree, when you say holistic practices and inclusion, at the beginning is a big question. So it can be that you have now a big question what we are doing, but if you have question, you can write down and you can text us on our website, or you can go to our social medias, Facebook and Instagram, and ask. We are very happy to answer you. But I tried to continue the presentation and like summarize all that years that we tried to present our Doree, and really I feel okay now that we've learned how to explain like with that meaning that the people can understand us. But when not, simply ask, we are ready to explain it once more. So like as you see on the presentation, we like showed our instruments that I said. So it's like different art-based support, empathy practices, adapted spaces that we already mentioned. Why? So the goals is simply to bring the quality of life, not to make their spaces of the families better, but not like to change them, but simply through these small steps, creating this connection through relationships. So we are not their space where we say what to do. We are offer different instruments where everyone can like choose what is suited to you, because we are so different. We cannot know what is suited to you, but we offer all of that, that you have the possibility to choose yours, and to find your emotional resilience in that. Because someone, for example, will okay with sound therapy. Yes, but maybe for some autistic mom, it will be too much. And she cannot relax, and she cannot see some beautiful pictures and at the end be like, I am okay. Because maybe autistic people need maybe some other practices. Maybe simply to walk through the wood with your people, speaking nothing, simply to come. It's so different instrument, simply for you to know that we are not like trying to sell something. We're not trying to show you how to live your life, your as is a mode to say, like as is so common to say it now, the best version of yourself. So we don't sell that. We're trying to show you a lot of possibilities to find your authentic way. That's why we are offer this empathic community as Aura Doree to find this authentic way of yours. So, and I really love this phrase: every person is a universe. With the right conditions, the universe unfolds. This is that what we are really doing. And Viktor, you can go to the next one. And simply for you to understand what Aura Doree means, maybe we hope you will see somewhere this golden circle with the dot inside. So I have some, I don't know if you see it, I think not, but you can see this golden circle with the dot inside. And Aura Doree SBL is our logo. Maybe you will see somewhere. What does it mean? Golden aura means a complete energetic field, harmony, and wisdom. The name comes from Eastern philosophy, which speaks of the aura of Brahman. What does it mean? So I will read a small text. You can follow me on the presentation. In the space of the golden aura, every person is whole and complete just as they are. We are different, yet equal. It is a space of tolerance, support, spiritual growth, and true inclusion, where parents of special children find strengths, where children teach their parents, and where adults learn to fully accept themselves and each other. It is a place where science and spirituality meet. This is a very important point. This is maybe that can be confused for the people who are hearing for the first time about our Doree, where space and energy unite because we are all one. So we believe in seeing the potential in every person, not labels or diagnoses. This is very interesting because we're using the diagnosis to understand the people, to find this authentic path for them. This is what we are really struggling and finding important for nowadays, because the system that already created, they are working with diagnosis. So we can use this technique of these systems where we will live in are to use to find our ways how to be authentic and use our spaces for us. So the diagnosis is not something strange or something crazy or like something bad, or it can be overwhelming for sure to become a diagnosis. But still, the process is worth to have because it helps you and your children to understand the way where you can move, and the system, you can use that system to support you. Because without diagnosis, it's sometimes difficult. That's why we have started to create this space here, our Doree, because if you have diagnosis, you don't have diagnosis, you simply feel connected to the people who see the world with new eyes. You are welcome. So it doesn't matter here, but still, the diagnosis help us to come through this world that we are living in. Yeah, and yes, and together we can help one another reveal this golden hour. So it also like to understand that these new children, they have this new golden aura and this new energy that we cannot see, but we really can feel. Maybe you can imagine, or maybe you saw already one child or family with a neurodivergent child, And this first meeting with this child, maybe you can recognize that your feelings, it's something strange, no? You don't know how to behave directly. It feels like something wrong. It feels because it's something new. And in our community, we are speaking about these difficult moments in families, for difficult moments to understanding, to make it like not normal, to make like everyday tolerance in every community, in the schools, at works, and I really know me as someone with ADHD, know how exhausted it can be, constantly feel that you need to adapt yourself and to fit into spaces that were never designed for you. And it was really nice to see and to learn from each other how it's beautiful to work with, like when ADHD work with autistic person, it is really dream team because someone can work strategy lines, and one person can work simply directly in this moment and use hyper focus to solve a very creative solution. So it's really interesting to work with us. So once more, welcome to our organization. And the next slide. Yeah, it's maybe something more to understand in this state of golden aura. You can also follow the text of the presentation. How does it mean? So when this gold, so these strengths of this new person or person with new perception of the world is not recognized, it is trampled into the mud. Also, when Brahman is not recognized, this mud of misunderstanding arises. He who knows Brahman declares that he himself is God and Brahma. But a fool does not recognize this truth, and this not recognition is called stupidity. He who knows Brahman also knows that the stupidity of a fool is also Brahma. When gold is recognized as gold, it instantly becomes gold. So when Brahman is recognized as Brahman, it instantly becomes Brahman. It is maybe difficult to understand, but this short interpretation of this phrase means that when we see this beauty and this creativity and this some special things that this person does, we will also feel this strength. We also will feel this special energy, and we can learn from each other. When we not tolerate that, when we are also like seen as something bad, or like avoiding that those persons, or trying to ignore that they are not existing in this world, so we are also not accepting us, and we are also not accepting our possibilities, because these children, these people are coming like as we are. We are here for a reason, and we are here for a reason to connect. So we can go to the next slide, and I will follow maybe our three goals from our Doree that are very important for us. So we spoke all the presentation, we already spoke about the support for parents. and adapted spaces. No, like we mentioned, really good. These 2 points. This is our mission. But the next and the third one is I mean like the most important one in our world, to feel that we are not alone. And this networking is very important. So we don't need to create a new bicycle. Together we can create a like shifts, wie heißt das? Shift space, shift space, safe shifts. It's interesting because my German and English connected. So like we can create something new, like flying cars. I don't know, because we have different knowledges, different possibilities of our neurosystems, and when we connected, we can simply create really something new, what this world needs, not what we already have, because our future is our children, and our children are different. And in that way, when we are supporting parents, when we are adapting spaces and find another organization that also working with these beautiful people now, we can create something really supportive and find the solutions maybe for misunderstanding these systems, because the existing systems, they don't suit to that to the new people. So it means that we need to create new systems, and creating new systems means new knowledges, new possibilities, and together we can do it. So we are really very interesting to meet you. Like maybe you are hearing now this presentation and watching us. So if you feel that you are that person, or you are feeling that you are the organization that like to work with us, we invite you, because it makes sense to collaborate. It makes sense to be together, and it makes sense to enjoy it, not to do it like struggling to do everything alone. I will do it alone. No, we are new way of the development now, and let's do it. Okay, and maybe almost the last one. This is yeah, it's about like maybe the system of our community. So Viktor and Katrina, me, Veronica, and Evgenia, we created it. As I said, mentioned at the beginning, thanks Maxim and Anne. And we are now not so much people, but still we have new members. Also, they bring new ideas and new instruments to our organization. So if you also like some facilitator, if you are bringing new instruments for holistic work with adults, with families, we invite you to present yourself in our community, to be a part of us. And we can learn something of you, because we are also grow together, and we exchange also our therapies, our different instruments. As here, for example, Viktor is mediator and NLP practitioner. So he helps us with communicative questions when we need to find the solutions, struggling with some in institutions in Luxembourg, or like different system when you need to show your strengths and your boundaries, and to show the people that it's not allowed to work with us, or like to speak about your needs. And sometimes you need this special communicative uh, um, um, instruments that Viktor shares for us. So Evgenia works with different interesting things in creative spaces, as now social medias now like communicative, but using it like for open systems, no, like what we are watching in TVs, YouTube's, how to percept and how to present yourselves, or like our organization, how to show the values, how to speak about difficult parts in our everyday lives. And Evgenia used also really beautiful instrument as video therapy, phototherapy, how to see yourself from different perspective, how to grow with accepting yourself as you are, not as someone else, simply to see your really beauty and to see your inner world. And phototherapy can help you to explore yourself. So when you're like feeling that some instrument is suiting you, you can also write us to use it. So Katrine is our architect and also hypnotherapist, and also a coach and an artist. So Katrine use different instruments in one. So we are trying to combine creating spacing, for example, in this winter, Katrine created together with our association exhibition where we used energy picture of Katrine with some holistic events like creating arts or like cacao ceremony, sound bars, and different energy practices. So Katrine created a space, like physically, where energy flows, where you can feel yourself, and to find this your authentic way to yourself. There were also families with children, so it was combined. It was not only for adults, it was combined for children and parents together. And me, I am an art therapist, also energy practitioner, also an artist, and I work now hopefully with eco creativity. It's our new instrument in our association. It's really beautiful. We create natural colors from natural resources. It can be flowers, it can be plants, and using it also as a supportive instrument for building for our children, but also as a space for unfold your creativity. Where in this diversity of colors that we create and diversity of plants, we show also the people that the diversity is already naturally. So neurodiversity is also it's also natural, as colors, as different liquids, and in these processes we showing the people how important it's enjoy the processes, not to not to trying to find these beautiful and best results, but still stay. And this also like very common phrase, to be here and now. But we show how to live it with our new instrument. So when you'd like to try it, we will be also happy to see you at some of our event with colors, or with phototherapy, or maybe with something hypnotherapy, or with some moderating skills of Viktor. So we are very happy to introduce us, and thank you so much for this possibility. And I'm feeling very excited and very emotional as a typical ADHD, very feeling like overwhelming maybe a little bit from this meeting, but still very grateful for this. And thank you so much, Alex, for invitation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, no, I just wanted to say thank you. You've given all of you some really insightful, meaningful explanations and descriptions. And I think what you have and what you do is amazing. So keep going for sure.
Thank you very much.
Alex.
Yeah, thank you
Okay.
everybody who will look, who will listen this video, and do not hesitate to contact us to share maybe some information with us, and yeah, let's be in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, hmm?